Thanks to Blue Land for sponsoring this episode. So here's a cool fact. Right now, at any given time, there are 5 different Disney on Ice shows touring this country. I decided to set out on a mission to see every Disney on Ice show and report back to you in full detail everything you need to know using my handy dandy cool guy Dan on Ice scorecard. And what are we scoring for each of these productions? Well, that's easy. What's the vibe? What's the cost? Where should you sit? How are the costumes? And of course, how is the show? Well, here we are, right outside where all the magic is about to happen at my local ice skating rink. It is deep into January, still Christmas time. You're not gonna do a Bichon of the Wreaths? Oh. I decided to start right in my hometown this past winter to see one of the company's longest running shows, Into the Magic. This single production has been running since 2002 under a whole ton of different names, originally opening as The Princess Classics, a production centered around a huge, transforming castle set piece, and was designed in a way to make the princess stories interchangeable so new movies could be featured regularly. So where Snow White and Princess and the Frog once stood in the 2002 production, fast forward 20 years, and we now have Frozen and Moana in their place. This show is a mega machine designed to bring the latest pop culture Disney iconic characters to your door. Here are the details of my showing. We sat on the floor, ringside if you will, right on the corner of the ice. These are the most expensive seats in the house, right up alongside of the stage. I paid $80 for these, and every arena has different setups and different vantage points, so do your research and pay attention during my review to see where all the action is to make an informed decision of where you want to sit. But listen, overall, every seat in the house has its perks and disadvantages. Even mine, as you will see, gave me great views and not so great views. Thanks to Blue Land for sponsoring this episode. Hey, remember Blue Land, one of my favorite sponsors with these gorgeous glass soap bottles? Well, I'm still using them and they're still sponsoring me. It wasn't until I started using this that I realized just how many single-use cleaning plastic bottles I was recycling or throwing away. So everyone out there needs to stop buying all these decorative hand soap bottles and start investing in some beautiful glass reusable hand soaps from Blue Land. Start saving some money, man. I got the limited edition Mickey and Friends hand soap kit. It comes with 4 bottles. They're just gorgeous glass bottles, each with a unique character on it, and some tablets to drop in. Unlike your traditional liquid cleaners that are sold in single-use plastics, with Blue Land, all you need is some tablets. And there's new tablet smells. I got lavender eucalyptus. What? That sounds so relaxing. Let me show you how it works. First, fill up your Forever bottle with warm to hot water. Then you just have to drop in one of your tablets into the water bottle. And hey, listen, don't put your nozzle on until it's done fizzing. Then you just use it in minutes. You don't have to stir it or shake it. And here's what I love about these tablets. They're full of clean ingredients. Blue Land uses no single-use plastic in any component, from bottles, tablets, wrappers, shipping. Their products are vegan and cruelty-free, and they're also made with clean ingredients without ammonia, VOC, soy, nut, chlorine, bleach, and parabens. All you have to do is click my link below to get 15% off your first kit. Blue Land is sharing this special offer just for my viewers, so click the link below. So the start of the show starts like every Disney on Ice show with the Fab Five. We roll out the iconic 5 characters that everyone knows and loves. They're accompanied by the 2 hosts of the show. I really love the costumes on the Fab Five. They're unique. They're special for Disney on Ice. I particularly love Minnie's dress and those big pink skater heels. Fun fact, this show was the first Disney on Ice show to adopt the new Shanghai heads for Mickey and Minnie, the new looks, early in 2019, before even the parks got them. This is literally just like the first 4 minutes, 5 minutes of the show so that all the latecomers can get their seats. When you look around during this number, the arena's still half empty. What better way to start a princess show than with Beauty and the Beast? Honestly. It's got some banger numbers. Right at the top of the show, we got Gaston. He's in muscle arms. And you know how I feel about like skin suits, skin suit muscles. Belle's got all of these on ice variants, the short cuts of her dresses. You're gonna see shorter versions of every princess dress during the show because you gotta keep those skates clean and clear of debris and long flowing gowns. It's a safety risk, you understand? She sings that like, you know, the great wide somewhere. The way that they abridge the story in these segments is hilarious. Like, we start right inside the castle with Belle skating around with Lumiere and Cogsworth, both horror costumes. My God, my God. Lumiere comes up close to me a couple times during the show, and every single time I just froze in panic. I just didn't know what to do. And then the Beast comes out, and he is ripped. I mean, whoa, look how, like, muscly the Beast is. Yikes. Be Our Guest is fun, and it really sets the stage for how great the ensemble costumes are gonna be throughout this entire thing. We got spoons, desserts, cakes, all of that's cute, but it's all silly. It's all like over the top and ridiculous, and let me tell you something, that continues to be served throughout the rest of the show by the ensemble. They're amazing. The Beast confronts Belle at the West Wing with the rose, yells at her, and mere seconds later then takes her to the library where the castle transforms into this beautiful library set. And then we quickly pivot to the fight. Like right away, it goes library, dead Beast, transformed Beast, then into Beauty and the Beast song? Listen, what timeline are we living in? What Beauty and the Beast am I watching? I am so confused. The transformation, as we've previously shown in our Beast transformation video, is just stupendous. I just love it. It's just so simple and so basic, and it just executes so great. It's great. It's probably my favorite transformation in this entire show. And then that's it, you know, like Belle and the Beast, they skate a bit out of order, like transformed Beast skates. But I guess the end of the movie has them dancing to the same song, so whatever, I don't care. Get out of here, Belle and Beast. We're over it. The rose, if I had a nickel for every time I saw that rose fall apart. Here's a great example of Disney on Ice responding to a mega hit very quickly. Coco. I hope you don't have scalophobia, because this next scene is dead awesome. I mean, we got close to some of these masks, and every time I close my eyes, I see Miguel's skeleton face. The ensemble in the Coco number is so cool. It's this fun, festive neon design that when paired with some dark blue and purple lighting, like just pops on the ice. It's like a blacklight show. It's so cool. But it is really short. I mean, we're just getting like one number and then he is out. Because everyone in the back is prepping for the next big princess story. You know? Our hosts rejoin us and they reintroduce Flynn Rider, who's like skating around the ice. He like weirdly recounts the entire movie before we get to enjoy scenes from the entire movie.
Fell in love with the girl.
Oh, I love that part.
And helped said girl find out she was a princess.
Whoa, spoiler alert.
I don't get it. We get the Rapunzel story twice. We have the first big castle transformation. It goes from Belle's castle into Rapunzel's tower, which is beautiful. I mean, gosh. The first scene we get is Flynn sneaking into the tower. He gets beat up. He meets Rapunzel. They escape. This is just a Rapunzel fest, okay? Culminating with the ugly duckling. All right, here's where it gets good. All those weird villainous characters, and we get two crazy ones. We get the hook hand guy and the big nose guy, and they have terrifying masks like you have never seen. Oh my God. Terrifying masks. I really love the four-legged Maximus. A four-legged character with Disney on Ice is a pretty standard thing. We've been doing it like since Pluto, for crying out loud. So a four-legged Maximus is so much fun to watch. Has some fun gimmicks. He moves around really, really well. It's amazing there are two skaters inside this thing. And then we get to that awesome lantern song. Flynn and Rapunzel, they skate around. Big lanterns light up in the sky. It's really great. It's really beautiful. There's some lantern business on the corner of the stage. We got like front row lantern seats. That was cool. A huge chunk of the first act is the Tangled story. And this is a great example of Disney bringing a massive headliner story into an already running show. So it's clear that at one point, this was the big name that brought everyone in to see this show in the way that like Frozen and Moana do now. You know, right after Rapunzel gets her happily ever after, we all get a break. It's intermission, baby. Act 1 is over. It's time to head on out there and buy merch, baby. Get your pictures taken, get some candied nuts, grab a soda. The merchandise is interesting, right? I bought some. I have my Mickey binoculars. I have the souvenir program. You have glow wands galore, and then figures, shirts. There's lots of stuff to pick from. The prices, you could go to Target maybe and get most of this stuff, but we don't have a Disney store anymore. So if you want Disney store energy, if you want a little bit of that life, this is a great opportunity to do that. And they have some fun limited stuff that you can only get here. So as intermission ends and Act 2 begins to wind up, we're treated with a small segment of Cinderella. We're giving people the opportunity to settle back into their seats. So let's just get Cinderella out of the way. And we tell a very abridged version of her story. First, the fairy godmother comes out, and with the hosts, they try to figure out what the magic word is. This business makes me very nervous and anxious because she's like standing right in front of me because I'm on the corner of the stage and she's screaming the wrong magic words in my face. And I'm like, lady, listen, it's bibbity bobbity boo, okay? But eventually we get there. All the kids in the audience that have their glow wands see the fairy godmother on stage with her glow wand, and they're all freaking out, and then her shoots fireworks, and every kid instantly gets jealous. Like, wait a minute, why doesn't mine have pyrotechnics? Just LEDs, Mom? I have some of them. I don't know where they are, all those light up things, probably destroyed. They don't last very long in the hands of a 3-year-old. But the entrance of Cinderella is amazing. She comes in a carriage with these 4 horsemen that are gorgeous. Look at these costumes. It's so elegant. It's such a moment. It's really magical. It literally took me back to being a kid. It's like one of the coolest moments of the whole show, if I'm being honest. Yeah, and then to extend the business, which I thought was kind of hilarious, she transforms back from Princess Cinderella into, peasant Cindy. And then we have this whole glass slipper business. It just tacks on another 4 minutes. But listen, we can't roll right into Frozen, all right? We need a buffer. If you just start Act 2 with Love is an Open Door, there's gonna be a stampede of toddlers. They're all just gonna rush into the space, leaving their parents still in line to get like a sausage. So look, when Frozen came out, Disney on Ice did a full Frozen show. They retold the entire story of Frozen in a 2-act structure, just like I am seeing this medley right now. And what this segment of the show is, just like Tangled, is a condensed version of the entire story. We're getting 4 numbers, but we're gonna get the full story here. They're gonna go top to bottom. So we roll right into Love is an Open Door. I mean, it's Arendelle. The castle has once again transformed into this beautiful Arendelle structure. It is finish each other's sandwiches, and then before you know it, Elsa shows up, and there's a lot of sisterly tension. We cut into 30 minutes of the movie within 2.5 minutes of storytelling. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. The next song up is Let It Go, which I am beyond positive that the audio guy at the booth just turns the track down at that point and just lets the kids sing it. Because you can't, it's just like your local choir of toddlers singing Let It Go at the top of their mouth, all right? These kids are absolutely Frozen stans, and they will let everyone know. Elsa gets this cool number. She does a cool spin and a jump before all the princes are getting lifted by men. But Elsa don't need no man to lift her up. She just needs her own 2 legs, right? I'm loving the condensed version of Elsa's Ice Castle. It's truly magnificent. We roll out a bead curtain, like a 70s Forrest Gump bead curtain, and then we put 2 small staircases underneath her. She gets up on top and she pulls an emergency lever and she's ejected into the air. I wish I was joking. That's literally what happens. It's pretty great, but very simple. And every time we need to go back to Elsa's Ice Palace, it's just a staircase. But we're not here for the Ice Palace, we're here for the dance moves, baby, on ice. Olaf then comes in. Olaf is cool. He has this whole bit where he loses his head. It's fun seeing Olaf skating around without a head. I think it's pretty cool. We get this fun summer number where there's a bunch of hula energy, parasail, beach energy. Again, the ensemble's costumes are so much fun. I love numbers like this in these on ice performances. after Olaf's summer, we wrap up the entire end of the film in like literally 90 seconds. It is fantastic. Anna and Elsa have a small fight. Anna freezes, they hug, true love thaws everything, and then we get the yeahs at the end, and it's pretty cool. It's the full Frozen show in 15 minutes. It's got a 1-2 punch. The kids loved it. Everything gets all buttoned up at the end of Frozen, and the hosts come back out and they're like, oh, love, isn't it grand? And they're like, here's a girl who didn't need love to have her adventure, and boom, it's Moana time. Moana, aka Skin Suits on Ice, the musical. I mean, the whole opening villager song is a bunch of people wearing mismatched skin suits with airbrushed, nipples and abs. It's hilarious is what it is. The whole Moana segment lays pretty heavily on projections. The castle at this point has been closed up. We're not gonna get any more castle magic for this because Moana doesn't have a castle, she has the ocean. At the end of the villager song, Grandma shows up with a horror mask on. It is it truly is a horror mask. The feet on the grandma are so thick. Moana sets out on her quest on the boat, and she sings How Far I'll Go. I didn't realize the boat was also a Zamboni. That's pretty cool. And then we get this gorgeous manta ray puppet. My gosh, it's beautiful. Next we get Maui, which is quite the costume. Big old legs on Maui with a little tiny waist and then huge shoulders again. Maui is the iconic hourglass figure that everyone out there is looking for. And then we're off to You're Welcome. It's like all Maui's dancing tribal tattoos. They're so cool. They're two-sided. I love this number a lot. Then we get Tamatoa. I thought that we were just gonna get big-headed Maui and a Zamboni boat and be done with it, but no, we get even more cool puppets with Tamatoa. This thing is amazing looking, and what's even more impressive is it's just one performer inside of it. It's just one guy operating the whole thing, which is wild. Wild. When Shiny started playing, it was like Let It Go. Kids lost their mind. It's like this is the first disco ball they've ever seen, and they were just truly mesmerized by it. They set fire to ice, which I didn't know was possible. How does that even work out scientifically? You're just combining two things that don't make sense. They roll out these lava curtains, very uninspired lava curtains, for more projections. And then Maui comes out, he's like, hey, Moana, you did a great job, as they just project an image of Te Fiti up on the wall. It's like a PowerPoint slideshow of Te Fiti. While Moana and Maui wrap up the end of the story and boom, she's a wayfarer. She on ice. She sailed on ice, which again, paradox. The finale is the entire cast of characters brought back on stage. All the iconic looks, all the princesses and princes, even Coco with his guitar. We got everyone on stage. It's great. And then the Fab Five roll back in. I don't know what it makes me well up with emotion when Mickey and Minnie drop back out on stage. Kids go crazy, I go crazy. It's really a bit of theme park magic right at your door. It's out of this world. All right, it's time to hit the scorecard. It's time to go to the Dan on Ice scorecard to take a look at how this show stacked up. All right, first and foremost, what was the vibe? I'm gonna give the vibe of this show a solid 8, all right? There's not a lot of classics, and there's not a lot of new stuff. It's like a mix of all the stuff that we've seen dozens of times. If I hear Let It Go, if I hear Beauty and the Beast one more time, I might go crazy. But otherwise, it has some real solid princess vibes. The cost of the show is kind of subjective. If you want a close-up experience, the cost is gonna be a little bit high, but I would say that there are really no bad seats in the arena, so any kind of price range that you're looking for is going to be there. So I'm gonna give the price 8 out of 10. Where to sit for this show? While most of the, action is played dead center, I would say sitting on the sides up close is going to give you great views of all of the characters, because the business on the corners, the business in the front of the stage, it's all so quick when lots of characters come in and out, back and forth in those long stretches. So definitely want to pick a nice side angle, unless you want to get right dead center. If dead center's available, grab it. But my seats, 10 out of 10. Well, I loved my experience. I thought it was amazing. Lumiere looked right at me with his dead, cold, waxy eyes. The costumes on this show, I'm telling you what, guys, I'm hard pressed not to give it a 10. Because you had everything from muscly beasts to like the very strong foreheads on the ugly stepsisters. There just was everything to love about these. And the ensemble costumes were so great, number after number after number. Yeah, man, the costumes, 10 out of 10. The overall show score, 9 out of 10. Really, truly. This is a great, solid sampling of Disney on Ice princess adventures. It is very princess forward, but if you got a princess lover in your family, this is the show to see. So now I'm off. I'm off on my quest to see every Disney on Ice show. Make sure you head out there and find me on social media across the internet and follow along on my adventures. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and if you want to help support financially the adventures we go on and seeing all these shows, you can find us over on Patreon. Not to mention, we're streaming on Switch, and Kenny and I have a silly vlog you should be watching. Please stop vlogging. That's the name of the vlog. It's also instructions. We need you all to stop vlogging, please. Please stop it. Thanks to Blue Land for sponsoring this episode. I am obsessed with your soaps. What show are we gonna see next? I'm not exactly sure. There are lots of them. One show in particular comes nowhere near us, Kenny. The Roadside to Adventure is strictly a West Coast show. We might have to fly to see it, okay? There's a new show, guys. There's an Encanto show coming. I can't imagine the costumes we're gonna get. I'm so excited. We've gotten such little Encanto action in the parks that the idea of an Encanto show coming out, I am so tickled. Oh, I can't wait to get Muscly Louisa. We've seen what they did with Maui. I can't wait to see what happens with Louisa. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you out there on the ice. Leave me some comments. Tell me some of your favorite Disney on Ice stories. You guys are the best. I enjoy every single one of you. You rock. Spoiler alert. If you want to see, it makes sense though, Kenny, that Frozen is in every Disney on Ice show. Frozen is an ice show. What I would like to see is like them mix it up a little. Give me Frozen 2. You know, you're giving me Toy Story 4 and I can't have any Frozen 2?